and welcome to Champion Reviews. I'm Joe, here with me is my co-host Dan.
Hello and greetings.
Today we just saw The Tablet of Time, Part 1. And the episode starts with everyone racing to get the tablet because it's big news. Spider-Man's aware people are going to want it. Ends up saving it from Hammerhead and stinking like fish, as the guards point out. And then you've got you've got Kingpin, who gets his hands on it thanks to his new Mega Slayer that overpowers Spider-Man and he can't stick to. Spider-Man, I mean, not Kingpin. He can't. He doesn't have those powers. But Kingpin visits Smythe in a new hidden lab where Smythe apparently has accidentally activated the tablet. Whoopsies. And then Kingpin decides we have to get Connors because, well, Connors has been researching it with the archaeological team over at ESU, but Connors is hoping to approach it from a scientific angle in order to to cure himself and Spider-Man of their diseases, their neogenic nightmares. But because the Man Spider is still a problem for Spider-Man, he's still going to turn into one unless he gets 24-hour neogenic recombinant air fixes. But meanwhile, Hammerhead decides he's going to go work for Kingpin. Just as Tombstone, I think it is, gets hired by the Silvermane. Tombstone decides to kidnap Mrs. Kingpin, who's still actually kind of attractive for a 50-year-old gal.
Yeah, and it's funny because having just read up, do you know who Tombstone started working for? The Kingpin.
Haha, figures. They reversed it in the cartoon.
Yeah.
Now, that said, the episode ends with everybody deciding to fight over the unconscious Connors, whom Spider-Man had to track down because he got turned into a lizard. Because he freaked out when Margaret Connors got captured by Mega Slayer. Now, because Kingpin's logic. Get Mrs. Connors. Why? I don't know. Get someone. It's just, yeah, wow. That's logical. Because Kingpin's panicking. But as to Peter, given that he's been jilted by the adulterous MJ, he decides that Alicia Silvermane will do for now. I don't know. She doesn't seem all that attractive. But, well, she's better than Felicia, I imagine. I shouldn't be too hard on Felicia. She really shined in the last Morbius episode. But so you have a bit of a three-way war going on. It's pretty interesting, actually. And I like the joke of Kingpin where it's like, "When have I never had time for you, my dear?" to his wife. Just as the phone rings and you listen to it a little. "This is business, dear. Go."
Well, way to prove her wrong. Her right.
Yeah. Because she's trying to tell him, like, "Can't we just get out? We have enough money. I'm tired of this life of crime." And what I found interesting was the dichotomy, or the contrast, but also the similarities. Because Kingpin, his wife's tired of him and his lies and his life of crime. MJ is tired of Peter's life of superheroics. So they both quit on their man. But that said, I actually understand why Mrs. Kingpin, Mrs. Fisk, is doing this. Because, it's bearing down on her conscience. Because she does have one. Now, she gets captured by Tombstone because he's a... because Silvermane has no class. He never did. He's scum. Mm-hmm. I'm so glad that in your fic you kill him off.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's it for this episode. This is not an overlong review. There's not too much happens in this episode except good stuff. It's just build up for the next episode and for later storylines.
This is one of my favorite story arcs.
Really?
Yeah.
And on a historic note, they connected it to the Toltecs, who are one of the only empires able to resist the Aztecs.
Yeah.
So it's always the Aztecs people go to for mythological stuff in their stories. It's nice to see the Toltecs given some love.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they had as much of the blood-feeding blood cult as the Aztecs did.
And sure, Silvermane is essentially a one-note character, one-note villain in the comics, But for some odd reason, I enjoy his storylines in the animated series.
Up until he gets turned into a baby, then it gets a little dull.
Yeah.
That said, I really like this episode as well. I rate this at least a 2.1. It's above average.
2.3.
Why?
For some odd reason, this piques my interest. It's like the Tablet of Time.
Yeah, and it doesn't have as much of the MJ drama.
Yeah, you have Smythe that makes his return. You have Kingpin that comes back.
Yeah.
Always a plus.
Yeah, Kingpin's one of the best parts of the series. And I think I finally pinpointed my main gripe with MJ in this cartoon when it comes to the drama. In the comics, she was never really the source of drama. She was the source of stability for Peter. Mm-hmm. Even before they were really dating. And I guess I want to see her as Peter's rock, not as the source of all the drama. And I feel that they should have stuck with that. Mm-hmm. And whereas, I don't know, but this episode is really good. I highly recommend it. It's fun. It's a little grim, but it's not too dark. Hey, after the Man Spider, I guess not everything should be as dark. although I can't wait for the Secret Wars story.
Yeah.
Or the Iron Man stories in this series. The Iron Man stuff is really good in this series. Because I am Iron Man.
Wow, there's a reason why you bring in Metallica to do the song for...
Yeah, that or Aerosmith. Anyways, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and hit that notification bell. With the power of the Tablet of Time.